Hello, my name is Oyan Barandiaran, and today I'm going to be talking about two historical methods that I would apply on a very specific situation in class. Before beginning with the presentation, I would like to give a small idea on what we are going to be talking about in the following minutes. First, we're going to give a small explanation of the classes, what the group's characteristics. Then we are going to explain what the situation is. And lastly, we're going to be talking about the two historical methods that have been chosen to try and find a solution to this situation. So we've chosen to work in Primero de la ESO, which would be the first grade of secondary education. So we're going to be talking about 12 to 14-year-old students. The course we have decided to work on will be English, and the class will consist of 22 students, 12 of which are girls and 10 boys. Generally speaking, the level of English is above average, and we are working with a very diverse class, diverse in background, motivation to learn English, shyness, and many other factors. The situation we've chosen to speak about is one that is relatively common in school, which is that most students don't feel comfortable speaking in class, speaking in English, specifically in class. They feel that they do not have a sufficient ability in English. And the reasons range from bad accents, weak grammar, or weak vocabulary. Many students are shy or embarrassed, but in fact, as mentioned in the previous slide, the level of English is generally above average. So, to try and find a solution to this situation that has arisen in class, we've decided to choose two very specific historical methods that could be applied in class to try and find a solution to it. The first method we've chosen is the audiolingual method. This is part of the structuralist approach or structuralist way of thinking, and it was created as a response to traditional grammar teaching. It focuses on all four language skills, those being writing, reading, speaking, and listening, but they show a big preference towards oral communication. That means that listening and speaking come first, and when those are mastered, writing and reading will follow. According to the proponents of this method, the main aim of language should be communication. So, according to this method, grammar should be taught implicitly and gradually. This means that sentences will be presented to the students, but they will not necessarily be worked on to understand the grammar. In this method, there's big student-teacher interaction. The second method we've chosen is the natural approach, which is part of the humanist way of thinking. It was created by Stephen Krashen and Tracy Terrell in the 1970s, and it's basically an evolution of the direct method, which is a classic method of teaching language. But unlike its predecessor, it does not rely on monologues or repetition. Instead, they use emotional preparation to language learning and comprehensive input. According to Richards and Rogers, the main aim of the natural approach is for the learner or student, in our case, to attain basic communication skills. With this method, we try to minimize stress and we don't force students to speak. Students will speak only when they feel comfortable to do so. Aside from that, the teacher will also give the class constant flow of comprehensive input, which is meaningful material that will help in the process of learning that language. This can range from real conversations or real material, which can be a documentary or whatever else um, material we can get. This method also creates or aims to create a good classroom atmosphere where speakers, well, in our case, learners, feel comfortable to interact not only with us, the teacher, but also with other classmates. And finally, I'm going to give a small conclusion, a really small conclusion because I'm already past my time limit, where I'm going to be talking about why I've chosen these two methods and why I think they are appropriate to find a solution to what is happening in class. First of all, as we've seen, the main problem of this class or group is oral communication, not necessarily because of their English level, because that is above average, but more so because they feel shy and they don't feel comfortable speaking in class. That's why I think that these two methods can be really helpful um, both to students and the teacher. The audiolingual method helps us teach them again the grammar, proper grammar that they can use when speaking. And the natural method helps us create a comfortable and friendly environment where they feel comfortable and willing to speak not only to their peers but also to us, the teacher, in English. And that should be all from me. Thank you for listening, and sorry if I went a bit too long. Thank you.